Hi, I'm David Lee, and I'm sitting here talking with Steve Busboom, who is a member of beautiful Black Diamond Ranch in Lecanto, Florida, and we've been hitting a few short shots recently. Tell me about your short game and what you've been experiencing.
Well, before I met you, David, my nickname was Flinch. I was don't laugh, it's true. I would get up there.
I don't want to sit next to anybody with a nickname named Flinch.
It's true. I'd get up there on a chip shot, and either I would blade it or I would stick it in the ground, either one or the other, and the same went for my putting stroke. So I would walk on the tee, and I'd look at the guys, and they'd all have dollar signs in their eyes, and so I had to get a part-time job to pay for my golf just because of that. But since I met David, and he's gotten into the counterfall, it's hard to explain that without seeing it, but in short terms, when you come down into the ball, you don't have your arms move at all. Your arms just ride the body, and your body just kind of just slightly tilts backwards like you're rolling a barrel. So picture your body as a barrel. When I did that with David just now, as a matter of fact, it was like a revelation. He's been talking to me for quite some time, and my skull is a little thick, and it finally dawned on me what he was saying. When I started doing that, I started chipping the ball right by the hole every time, and it was crisp. I didn't stand over the ball and think about contact. You shouldn't have to think about that. You should be thinking about distance and that kind of thing. Most people, I think, when they stand over a chip shot, are more concerned about making proper contact than where it's going or how far it's going. So if you can take that part out of the equation, which is what I've done this morning with David, it's just helped me tremendously. We'll see how it works under the gun, but I'm pretty confident I won't need as many shots from his son over there, sitting over there looking at me, Danny.
Well, hitting a golf ball, is not about moving the golf ball. It's about moving yourself. If you move yourself correctly, the club will move correctly, and the ball will be picked up incidentally to that movement. So once you know how to move your own core and how to move your body to an off vertical attitude with a counterfall so that the core acceleration is automatic, then the arms and club just follow, and that's how you hit the very best shots where you feel it struck crisply every time as you come through. There is a very definite recipe to how, insofar as how to hit a perfect pitch or chip or a putt for that matter. So anytime you're trying to physically use your arms to create linear power, you are partially reversing the energy flow back into your body, and it causes movement in the plane and will make you mishit the shot. So I think you're on the road to feeling how to hit these little shots correctly.
Well, one thing you just mentioned now, which is not to focus on the ball, you should really visualize the ball as being on the club face at all times, is what he said. And it really helped me there too, because if you're not focusing on the contact of the ball and the fact that the ball is really up there all the time, and you're kind of, it's like a mini sling, which really a chip shot is a mini golf shot. If you can learn to chip really, really good, your longer shots, I think your irons, your driver, whatever it may be, are going to improve tremendously as well, because it's really just a larger version of the same motion. On a chip shot, what I've learned is and we've all heard this, but the reasoning behind it is more clear now, is that you just start out on your left side. There's no point in not being there to begin with, because it's such a small swing, whereas on a larger shot, you get up here and you don't start your downswing until you're back on your left side. So basically everything rotates around your left leg, if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, it'd be opposite, obviously. Is that basically, do I have the premise?
You
is
have
that
the
it?
premise correctly. Power can only be applied correctly around a single axis. If you have weight on both feet as you're coming down with a golf club, your body will turn like a revolving door. If your weight's on your left leg, your right side will close around your left side and all your body mass will go against the ball. That will enable you to soften your touch. The more foot-pounds of mass that go to the golf ball, the less requirement you have to create power with your hands. In fact, all you have to do is counterfall, which is a lean backwards, turn, and let the rotation sling your arms through. There is no, not to reiterate this unnecessarily, but the instant that you try to make a union between the club and the ball, where you come back and try to physically hit the ball, you partially reverse the energy flow back into your body. That's not my opinion, that's a physics law. For every action, there's a reaction. And the reaction to flexing your arms in the downswing will come in the form of a path change. And it will cause you to mishit that golf ball. It'll make the plane come slightly over the top, and you'll either blade it or hit it fat. If you just heave your arms up, if you watch Freddie Couples, he just heaves his arms up, lets them go to a state of pure deadfall, and then he turns. And that was exactly what you were experiencing over here a little while ago.